Hey everyone, Builds here, and today I'll be taking a look at LEGO Star Wars set number 75300 Imperial TIE Fighter. This set retails for $40 US and $50 Canadian, and has a total of 432 pieces. So let's take a look at the build first, and then afterwards we'll take a look at the minifigures. Something interesting LEGO actually did with this was scaling it down compared to previous models. So the previous TIE Fighter we got was the Solo one in 2018, and that one was about double the price of this one, but it wasn't double the size. See, the cockpit stayed around the same size for scaling it down to this one, but the wings were shrunken. So that's very interesting, and it makes it a little bit disproportionate compared to the in-universe scaling of the TIE Fighter and previous models. So that is something to note with this set, is that it is just a scaled down. It's a little bit disproportionate with some of the things, but personally it doesn't bug me because it still looks okay. It doesn't look weird. I was expecting it to look really weird in person, but it doesn't. It looks totally normal. It looks like a TIE Fighter. If you look at this from like a distance, it looks like a TIE Fighter. Up close, it looks like a TIE Fighter. Only when compared to the previous models does it look a little bit strange with the wings. So with the actual features here in the cockpit, this printed window piece here can actually close down like that. And then on the top here with that printed piece right there, this actually all opens up like that. It just rests on these red studs. And you can actually take your TIE Fighter pilot and seat him inside there just like that. And close it all up. And he's ready to go. So it's really nice that it's pretty easy to fit a minifigure inside of there. Of course, you do need to get them to sit down with their in the upright position with their arms out forward and whatnot. But inside of the cockpit there's also these little handles right here that move up and down, which is just a small little feature that's just nice to give it some more detailing for the controls, I guess, because there's no printed pieces or anything in there for some controls. So that's sort of the representation there. Now, there are also two spring-loaded shooters in the front, which can be fired off from in the back where they stick out. So they do cause a little bit of a distraction there, but you can shoot these out just by hitting them like so. And I actually really like the back area here. I think they did a pretty good job of detailing it for what the TIE Fighter actually looks like from the back. It obviously does not look as good as the Solo version, but nonetheless still works, I guess. It all sort of works around here. The wings are both completely identical on each side, so 2 of the 3 bags are the exact same build of the set. But the wings do look really nice here. They look like the actual TIE Fighter wings. These are a little bit smaller than previous models and everything, so that is something to note. But I don't think it necessarily detracts from like value of like how it looks, like quality or anything. I think it still looks really nice. The only major nitpick I have about the wings are these pieces here are in dark gray, and then these are in light gray. So they kind of stand out a bit right here, and then of course on the other side it's the same situation. So you can also see that from the front, so it's a little bit annoying, but you can also detach the wings as they just clip in fairly easily, like so. And I'm pretty sure this is actually a new piece here, this 6x6 tile with these Technic pin holders sticking out. I'm pretty sure that's new and exclusive to this set at this time, but you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. The set contains a total of 3 minifigures. Here are the first 2. On the left we have the Imperial TIE Fighter, and on the right the Imperial Stormtrooper. So I especially like the TIE Fighter here on the left because of his helmet there. It just looks really cool with all the silver printing, especially those lines going down the front there. Really cool. We have seen this figure in sets prior to this one, just like the 2018 Solo TIE Fighter. However, the main thing that sticks out as a difference compared to that one, the only thing that really sticks out really, is the face printing is different. It's the Lex Luthor face compared to the angry clone face that had been overused for troopers like this in years past. So it's nice to see a change there with no longer seeing the angry clone face around. And the Stormtrooper, he's alright. You know, I prefer the Rogue One version that came out with the Rogue One sets and whatnot, but this one's not the worst, I guess. I'm just not a big fan of the dual molded helmet there because you can't turn it at all. It looks a little bit too much like the Family Guy stuff, and it's just a little bit too clunky. So yeah, I wish that they would switch back, but with this set, I don't think that they are ever going to do that. I think this is here to stay for now, but nonetheless, it is a pretty nice figure, especially with the torso and leg printing there, and then some back torso printing on both of these figures actually. And just like the TIE Fighter pilot, there is no angry clone face on this trooper here. It's that other casual face there that we're seeing for the newer troopers there. And that's pretty nice. Just like the TIE Fighter pilot, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about these ones being overused because I feel like they're going to be hated on soon because they're just going to be replacing the angry clone face. So we'll see how it goes for the next couple of years. Maybe people will probably get tired of them, but overall, 2 really nice figures, and also this one has a medium blaster and this one has a small blaster. The third and final figure here is an RA7 droid, and its name is NIL8, 4 digits NIL8 from the word annihilate. I thought that's a little bit goofy, but I don't really care about the names too much. But this figure here is exclusive to the set. It's the one thing that's mainly exclusive to the set here with the figures. No accessories, which is totally fine, but really nice torso printing and leg printing there. I like all the colors in the wiring and stuff there in the chest. And then that head is actually from the figure from the newer Death Star set. So that's nice to be getting this in a cheaper set. It's really nice, and I also just really like the look of that head mold there. There's also some really nice back torso printing as well, and that's pretty much it for this figure here. So overall, I think that this set's actually really good, and it's for one main reason, is that it shows that LEGO can reduce the scaling and the price of a set and still maintain the same quality, which is just amazing. And they've done it with the X-Wing for the same wave here, and I'm really happy with how this set turned out because it just feels, it still feels big. Like, it's not a small set for $40 US, it still feels pretty large, except for the wings. So I think that if you don't have a TIE Fighter, you should definitely pick up this one. If you're a Star Wars fan or just a LEGO fan in general, and you don't have this set, I recommend it because it's actually a really fun build, except for the little bit of repetition with building the 2 wings there. But yeah, overall, really nice. The figures are, you know, they're nothing too special, but there's nothing bad about them, and I think they're really nice for army building. So if you want to pick up a couple of these, you get tons of stormtroopers, TIE fighter pilots, Imperial droids. It's a great army builder and really just a great set overall. So anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.